here we go. One of my favorite topics to talk about, because personally, I was someone who always loved fitness. I had never had a struggle with fitness necessarily. I did love it. However, I became kind of obsessive with it in an unhealthy way in my earlier 20s after I got out of college, which is why really Beachbody changed my world with fitness, because it was something I actually finally looked forward to. And again, like we talked about a few videos back with mindset, I started to train my mindset around making it a lifestyle versus really having a diet mindset around it. And with my health and fitness, nutrition and fitness. Something that I struggled with the most was nutrition. So a little bit about that, you guys. I was a binge eater from my early teens up until just a few years ago. And truly, I mean, it's something that you never really overcome. I think it's something I'm always working on. But I desperately struggled with binge eating. I was the person who, I was healthy. I was the healthy one in all of my friend groups, in my family. I was a runner. I ate pretty healthy. But what my family and friends didn't know is I would be someone who would go to the grocery store, or anytime I was out running errands, I would buy some sort of like chip. My favorite was like jalapeno Cheetos or Oreos or some sort of like peanut M&Ms. I would devour them. I would literally get a family size bag and almost eat all of it until I was like physically sick. Like I could not stop myself. And then I would throw it in the garbage and like hide it so people didn't know I ate it. Because I had this icky mindset of around like, okay, I'll just run it off tomorrow. It's no big deal. But I felt like crap. But I also was just like, I physically could not stop myself sometimes. It was a coping mechanism for when I was feeling either stressed, anxious, emotional, all of those things. It was a way I dealt with my feelings. So that's kind of like a background story on this. When To Be Mindset came out 2 years ago, it's a fitness or nutrition program that comes with all of the fitness programs we have now, the packages you get for 30 days for free. It gives you all of the training videos you need on what to eat and when to eat. You're not counting macros or calories. You're truly plating your food with what foods you want and kind of just knowing like how much you should eat without having like a portion control container. I started with portion control containers with Ultimate Portion Fix because I needed to get that under control. But once I started feeling really under control of my fitness or my nutrition with that, I moved to 2B Mindset because I still had some emotional things to get over with food, if that makes any sense. So really at this point, it's up to you to decide what you need. Do you need more of a portion control fix with your nutrition, or do you need to work on that emotional mindset behind food? And the great part is, like I said, you have access to both of those if you just signed up with a package just now with your fitness, with Beachbody On Demand. But here's what I really want to talk about. Nutrition is the hardest piece of fitness and health, right? Like nutrition can be the most challenging thing. But here's my biggest tip with that. You have all these meal plans I send out to you monthly. You also have Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset to dive into on your own. If you have specific questions, please let me know. But it's really on you to make that a lifestyle, right? Like, it's not a diet. I first of all want you to ditch that mindset. It is not a diet. You don't have to have cheat meals. You don't have to undo your progress on the weekends. Like, you guys just take it one day at a time. Like, there is no such thing as getting off track. It's just continuing to show up. You're not getting off track ever. You just keep going. I have moments where it's like, it's a Tuesday. I want pizza for supper. I'm going to have it, but my next meal is going to be a little bit healthier, or I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because you guys, consistency is key. And if you consistently like make little habits and just choose healthier options throughout everyday life, you'll see the progress. You'll start to feel better. But it's like, what would happen? Like, what's the worst would happen if you went all in with your nutrition? You just really decided to make it a habit of just like, I'm going to make little choices every day that make me feel better, that fuel my body. So that's on you to decide what nutrition program you want to follow. But this is what I want to tell you as an overall tip that really helps me. So number 1, I drink lots and lots of water. Number 2 is I take it one meal at a time. I don't think of it as like, oh, I ate like shit this morning, like I might as well throw it all out the window. Like, no, take it one meal at a time. Like, my first meal maybe wasn't the best, but my second meal today is going to be better. And on the nutrition program training videos, you'll get all of those trainings on what you need to eat and when, and for optimal results, because we know that 90% of results come from the kitchen. But here's the deal with the last thing I want to share with you. Number 3 is maybe you're brand new to healthy eating. So Shakeology will be great to get you kickstarted on that with prebiotics, probiotics, antioxidants, veggies, fruits, like all the superfoods you can't get from regular food. Drink your Shakeology every single day. It doesn't need to be a meal replacement. It can be a shake. It can be just like a shake. It can be like a snack. It can be a dessert. Just have it at some point during your day. If you're going to make it a meal, I strongly suggest you add more things like almond milk and spinach or power greens from Beachbody's Performance line, or adding in banana, like healthy fats, like avocado or nut butter, and making it really full and full of extra nutrients versus just a shake and water. So that's my tip around that. But my third tip I wanted to touch on now finally is if you're brand new to healthy eating and finding healthier options, make a list of the 5 categories. Make a list of all the proteins you like. Chicken, fish, steak, beef, like all of those things. List all the proteins you like. Number 2, list all the vegetables you like, the things you know you enjoy. 3, list all the fruits you know you love. Like list all of them down. Number 4, all the carbs you like. Potato, sweet potato, rice, quinoa, oatmeal, all those things. List that out. And then number 4, all the healthy fats you know you like. And these can be olive oils, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, pistachios, almonds, avocado. So list all of those things out in 5 categories and just start making meals out of them. My biggest tip, like when I go into the grocery store every week, I make a list of the 5 categories. Proteins, fruit, veggies, and produce, things like that. Healthy fats and carbs. And I will just make meals out of those things. Like I'll just pick things that I make a meal out of that I know I'll enjoy. And it's starting there. Like you can get more extravagant later on if you want, but just find some veggies, fruit, and carbs, protein, things you know you enjoy, and make a meal out of it. And it's not overcomplicating it. You're not on a diet. You are, for the love of God, my friend, you're not on a diet. It's taking it one meal at a time and making healthier options for yourself, because you will start to feel better, and it's just making the choice to do it. I know nutrition can be a hard thing, but it's like if you just enjoy the foods you like and you're making littler, healthier choices every day, it'll pay off. So I hope this whole video made sense. I kind of get into this ramble when it comes to diets because I lived in that mindset for so many years, even as a 13-year-old, up until my early 20s. I was on a diet, and that's just the way I lived, and it's draining. When you can free yourself from that diet mindset, it's amazing what happens, and you just realize, like, I'm going to eat what I want to eat, but I'm also going to work out. I'm also going to eat vegetables. I'm also going to drink lots of water and feel good about it. So ditch the guilt when you eat foods you enjoy, but also know how good your body feels when you fuel it the right way, because it does pay off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, again, have any questions, please let me know. Your next action step is to dig into either 2B Mindset or Ultimate Portion Fix and just go all in with it. Like, learn about it. What can you learn? What can you adapt? What can you change in your lifestyle? Because there's always room for growth.